Good evening, everybody. Welcome to PM with Kim. A thankful and thriving Thursday to you. I hope your day was good. I hope it was thriving. I hope you thrived today. I hope you stopped and were thankful at some point today. And I hope today was good to you. I hope it was good to you. I pray that all is well on your side of the world, your side of town, and that if you haven't made it home already, that you're on your way, or that you've made it home and you got your feet up and you're relaxing and you woo-sawing, doing whatever it is you need to do to unwind. Welcome again to PM with Kim. I hope all is well, y'all. Welcome to my PM inspiration, my evening inspiration. And for those of you who are new, welcome. It's where I just share thoughts, reflections, aha moments, things that jumped out at me during the day that I thought I just kind of wanted to share. And for those of you who have been hanging in here with me, thank you. I appreciate you. Sit back and relax with me for a few minutes this evening. I ain't gonna hold you long. I have to put a disclaimer here. I had so many things I wanted to talk about, and I know sometimes I go off on a tangent because my wheels start spinning and I have all these thoughts and things that I want to share, and sometimes they seem like they don't make sense, but they kind of, the dots connect after a while, right? They, I might talk about this, I might talk about that, I might talk about this, but eventually the dots will connect. I don't know that the dots gonna connect this evening. There's a couple of things, I wrote some notes. There's just some things I just want to share, and they might not all make sense. They might not all connect, but maybe they will resonate with you in some kind of way. So bear with me this evening. I'm having a Kim moment. But that's all right, because that's how I'm wired, y'all. I'm different. And I say it all the time, and I'm unapologetically different, and I'm okay with that, because that's what makes me special. I tell people all the time, when God made me, he broke the mold. He did not. I don't think you're going to ever find anybody else like me. And I'm not trying to boast or anything. I'm just different. I'm just special. And ain't no mind like mine. With that being said, some people, I tell people I'm either on the spectrum, and people either love me or they hate me. And that's quite all right too. That is quite all right too, y'all. So sit back with me for a few minutes. Oblige me for a few minutes. It's one of them Kim, Kim moments. But I wrote notes. So y'all see, I got my notes here. Stuff I just wanted to say. So the first one, I wrote down the note: praying in the moment, resting when necessary. Now today, y'all, let me just back it up. A few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I had something very weird happen to me, and I ain't gonna get into the details of it because that's not even important right now. But something very weird happened about a month ago, and it prompted me to reach out to one of my girlfriends. The Holy Spirit said call her and share this with her, because I had shared something with her prior, and I knew that she wouldn't think I was crazy. So Holy Spirit said call her and just share it with her. And the thing that I shared with her, it was a moment that I felt something wasn't right. It was something ain't right. But I knew it wasn't for me. I knew I wasn't in any danger, but I felt like somebody needed a warning. And so I called my girlfriend to tell her about it, because like I said, she understands my mind. And when I called her, I believe it was for her. And so I say all of that to say, today I got a spirit of heaviness that came over me. I was in a good mood. I was great today. Actually, I had kept my great nephew today while my niece went to get her hair done, and he goo-gooed and gaga, and I got to love on him, and I was in here running my mouth with him and just enjoying the baby, and everything was good. And she came to pick him up, and I don't know, somewhere around like 1:45 or so, a spirit of heaviness just weighed down on me. Like I can't even, it just came out of nowhere. And I was like, whoa. And I couldn't, again, it wasn't like a spirit of danger, like it was about a month ago. It was a spirit of heaviness. And I couldn't stop to call everybody that I love that's close to me and say, hey, you all right? You all right? So what I did in the moment, I just stopped and I prayed. I just prayed and covered everybody that's connected to me, everybody that I love, everybody that, you know, that are in my, you know, my circle, people that are connected to me. And it might not necessarily be somebody very, very close, but I knew somebody connected to me was having a moment today. And so the best thing I could do was pray for them in the moment, and intercede at that very moment, speaking whatever it is I needed to speak over the situation, calling back any negative energy, calling back any attack from the enemy, calling back, you know, whatever they were feeling, or it could have been collectively, but just covering in prayer. And that's what I did. I stopped right there. I was sitting in my chair, and I just stopped, and I just started to pray over my people, that whatever heaviness that they were going through, that God would cover them in the moment, in the day, and the days to come, or however, whatever situation warranted that they needed to be covered. But, you know, God covered them. And so, and then I had to take a nap because I was spent. Now, granted, I'm on summer vacation, so a nap here or there is not uncommon. But I slept in my chair, my recliner, and I can sleep in my recliner like I sleep in the bed. But I slept for like 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours, which meant it was heavy. And so I say all of that to say, when stuff like that happens, and you can't pinpoint it, you can't figure it out, just pray. Just pray, and cover everybody that you love, everybody that's connected to you. You might not even love them, but cover your people in prayer. And then when I woke up, I felt better. And so I'm hoping that whoever was struggling and whatever they had going on, that they felt covered as well. So that was one of the things I wanted to lead with this evening, is when you get a feeling like that, or you feel you have questions and the doubt, like, what is wrong? Just pray. And if you're able to rest, because what it does, the quiet and the stillness and the rest, then rejuvenates your body. And that's what I needed. And I'm good now. So I pray that all of you all are good, and understand that, you know, anybody connected to me, I'm praying over you. So you connected to me through these videos, I'm praying for you. I'm covering you. So again, you know, just when those things happen, take a moment. And, you know, people mistake prayer has to be formal. You got to get down on your knees. You got to, if in the moment that you can't get down on your, if you need to stop and say, Lord, cover so-and-so and so-and-so, and speak against attacks, speak against darkness, speak against, you know, the spirit of heaviness and blah, 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 whatever it is, stop and pray and thank God, and then move on. And if your spirit feels like it needs to rest and you can't take a nap, just sit still. Get you some water. And that was the other thing too. And again, my thoughts. So when I drank my water, and I'm kooky, y'all, but I speak over things, and, you know, whatever. And I was like, okay, water, I need you to replenish me. I need you to give me what I need to restore me and whatever else. And I felt better. But I thought about it, y'all. I guess it's been like the last 10 years where I really, and maybe it's longer than that, but like the last 10 years where, like, you got to drink your water, and I've been very mindful and drinking, you know, drink a gallon and drink, you know, whatever. But what did we do as kids? I remember water, drink your water. Like, we drank water because my mother was like, y'all ain't gonna drink all that Kool-Aid up. Like, get you some water. Like, but I don't remember, like, having 8 glasses of water a day, and, you know, water, you know, walking around with a water bottle and a thermos and all of that. We didn't do all of that. So were we, like, dehydrated for like 25, 30 years before we realized that we needed some water? I don't know. Again, my mind is silly like that. But, like, you know, so what did we do when we were growing up? I guess we did drink water. I know we used to drink out the tap. We'd be outside running around, and we had that hose, and we'd drink out that tap. But it just wasn't like 8 glasses a day and whatever else. But I know we drank water, but it wasn't as conscious as we are now. So I digress, y'all. It's Kim. It's one of these. That's how my mind works, y'all. So welcome to my world. You in my world, so welcome to it. So that was another thought that I had today. And then there's this authenticity. You're gonna hear me saying, I just want to be authentically Kim, authentically me. No cover up, no whatever. What you see is what you get. I ain't got time to be putting on no faces and no fronts. I am authentically Kim. And so I just want you to know the definition of authenticity and apply it. It says authenticity is the willingness to be true to yourself and your values, even in the face of criticism or opposition. If that's not how I roll, that's how I roll. Like, I am staying true to who I am, staying true to what I believe in, staying true to my values, staying true to what is I'm rooted in, staying true to Kim. Even if that means I'm standing alone, or I'm being talked about, criticized, or have opposition coming against me. I don't care. As long as I am authentically Kim, I am doing my best. I am walking consistently in who I am, and upholding the morals and the values and the ideals that I believe in strongly, that root me in who I am. That is authentically Kim, unapologetically. So be authentic and be unapologetic. Everybody ain't going to agree with you. Everybody ain't going to be like rah rah, woohoo, yay, whatever. It's okay. Be to a point where you understand and you know I'm authentic. That's who I am, and if somebody don't like it, that ain't my business. Get in the habit of understanding that the way people see you, the way people think about you, the way people try to project or oppose or criticize, that ain't your business. That's their business. That ain't for you to care about. That ain't for you to hold on to. That ain't for you to get all down into your spirit and have you all uneasy and imbalanced. Please, that ain't your business. Be authentic. Operate in authenticity in everything you say and do. But understand that sometimes, I gotta take a little drink. And I guess I could do a little commercial plug. Snapple teas, 0 sugar. The taste of tea, but without all the sugar. Okay. But being authentically you, unapologetic. And if you're doing that, you're doing all right. You are doing all right. You are doing all right. And learn to stand alone, to be okay. Because sometimes you're going to look around, you're going to have all these people. And I remember my mother told me a story about the time when they were doing some stuff at her building, and they were playing bingo, and some people wasn't doing right. Bingo, the seniors. And everybody was complaining and whatever. My mother was the voice. And, everybody was like, yeah, why don't you say so-and-so, so-and-so. They had this meeting. She said she looked around, wasn't nobody there. She was the only one saying something. Oftentimes, that's how it is for me. And oftentimes, that's how it is going to be for you. But stand on it. How the young people say, 10 toes down. Stand on it. If that's what you believe, stand 10 toes down in your morals and in your belief, in your authenticity, and being unapologetically you. And sometimes you're going to turn around and you're going to look and ain't nobody going to be there supporting you. And you just going to be like, dang, how that happened? Like, y'all, 15 people was just back here in my ear saying, say this, say this, say this, say this. And then when I get ready to get up to say it, ain't nobody there to support. But that's okay. Because if I get up to say it, I don't need your support. If I get up and I walk in it, you just have to understand that sometimes you're going to be by yourself. And that's okay. And if you can stand in that strength, and you can stand and posture yourself in that, and know that you are doing the right thing, it's based on good choice and sound decision and being prudent and having wisdom and understanding about something, and you are authentically you, keep on keeping on. You're doing the right thing. And it might not come with celebration and validation and cheers, but if God is pleased, that's all the validation you need. And if you're comfortable in your convictions and how you walk and you talk, everybody else don't matter. All right, so that was my other thing. And then I came across this thing, small things to cherish. Because a lot of times we miss the focus, and we always looking for big and grandiose and just, the wow moments. But we forget to cherish the little things. Cherish the little things. And this was such a reminder. And I try to cherish the little things and be in the moment. And, just recognizing that the small things matter too. And so I'm just going to read you the list from this little thing that I came across. It says small things to cherish. Summer breeze to brush off worries. Take a walk, especially at dusk when the sun is going down and it ain't all hot and all of that. Go out and let the evening, it might not even be a comfortable breeze, but it's a summer breeze. And let it just ward away your worries. Let it just remind you that life is all right. I'm in my right mind. I am doing my best. And while I don't have everything I want, if you got most of your needs met or all your needs met, just appreciate the fact that you're here. So take you a summer evening stroll at dusk or right before it gets dark, and just cast your cares into nature and leave them there. And God will grab on to them, and he will take them, and then he will pour back onto you what you need to make it through. And then it says sunlight to revitalize your mind. I need y'all to get some sun on your skin. That vitamin D, it will light up your soul. It will refresh your spirit. And I'll tell y'all in a minute, I ain't trying to be all out there all day in the sun burning up and all of that. But it is vital to get some sun on your skin. Get you a wide brim hat there, but get you some sun on your skin so that you get the vitamin D into your system and you get the sun shining down on you from the sun. The S-O-N, the sun, the S-U-N shines down on you because of the S-O-N, and it will revitalize your spirit. It will. So get you some sun on your skin. Get from out of the house and out of the room and get out and be one with nature, but let it revitalize your soul. And then a morning coffee or tea that awakens your soul. I ain't no coffee person. I like tea. But you know what? I love the smell of coffee. I just don't like the taste of it. I would brew a whole pot in the house in the morning just to smell. That smell just reminds you of home. And I guess because my mother drank coffee and my father drank coffee, and that was their thing. But I love the smell of coffee. It's refreshing. It awakens your soul. So if coffee's your thing, get you a cup of coffee. Don't have 15 cups of coffee every day. That ain't good for you. But get up and have a cup of coffee, a warm cup of coffee that awakens your soul, or a warm tea that awakens your soul. And just remind you that here I am. It's another morning. And it's good. My soul is awakened and I'm ready to face the day. All right. And then food in the fridge that fuels your body. I say that all the time. It's a blessing. If you can go into your refrigerator and you have choices, that's a blessing. There's some people out here struggling to make ends meet, struggling to get a meal on the table. If you can open your fridge, and you have some options, those options can fuel your body, and you got decent options that are going to nourish your body, say thank you. Honor God. I remember one of my girlfriends a couple months ago talking about she was in the Walmart or somewhere, and this guy, I think he took a whole cart and just like ran out the door, and they running behind him, and she had mentioned like, yeah, the security guy didn't even do anything. He should not have done anything. If that man was that desperate and he took a whole cart out of that store, he was probably packing and ready to do whatever he needed to do to defend himself because he was trying to feed his family. Or maybe he wasn't. I don't know. Maybe he could have just been one of the ones that's just trifling and just stealing for stealing's sake. But somebody that would be that brazen to take a basket of food and run right out of the store is somebody to me that's desperate. And ain't no security guard. They don't even pay y'all enough to be running after somebody, to be drawing on somebody, because people are desperate. So thank God that nobody got hurt in that incident, but we don't know what people are going through. So if you got food in your fridge, your freezer, some choices, and it's nourishing, that can nourish your body, cherish that small thing. Friends and family that give you strength. If you got friends and family around you that strengthen you, that you can go to, that can pray with you or for you, that can speak life over you, make you laugh, make you feel good in your spirit. If you got a few, that's good. If you got a whole bunch, then that's great. But if you have a couple of go-to people who strengthen your soul, that you can call on when you I'm struggling. I just needed to talk to you. Or can you pray with me? If you have a couple people like that, thank God. Thank God. And let them help you. Because sometimes we become an island and we just like, I ain't gonna bother so-and-so because, they got their own stuff. I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer and get that. No, call on your people. Use your resources. If you're struggling, you got people who gonna help you. Reach out to those people. They can help you. They will help you and they'll want to help you. And they'll say, thank you for calling me. I'm glad I can help you. Let people bless you. Don't be an island. Don't carry stuff on your own when you have people who can cover you. If nothing else, they can cover you in prayer and they can speak a word over you and encourage you in some kind of way. Or if they silly like me, they might make you laugh. So cherish your family and friends, the people that strengthen you, that can be your go-to when you need it. All right. And then the last one, a goal in mind that keeps you excited. Hey, you got to have something to look forward to. That's going to give you that motivation. Like, you know what? I got this in mind. I know it's coming. I can see it. And that's your fuel. That's your excitement. Oh, yes, I know it's coming. Okay, get excited. Get excited. Have something to be excited over. If you just like ho-hum and, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. And, oh, my gosh. Oh, come on. Get your life right. Come on. Find something to be excited about. If nothing else, be excited about the fact that you're still here and you still have a purpose to accomplish. But find something that's going to excite your soul, something that you're going to look forward to, that when it comes, you're going to be like, yes! And use that as your fuel each day until you get it. And then once you get it, you can be like, you're going to be appreciative and you're going to hold on to it because it carried you. So those are my moments. And I just put here, maximize every moment. Make it count. Whatever the it is, make it count. Maximize every moment with the people that are around you, with life itself, with purpose and passion and calling and your gifts and your talents and all of those. And maximize every moment. Maximize every moment and make it count. Whatever your it is, make it count. Make it count. You don't want to have any woulda, coulda, shouldas in life. Oh, maybe I should, if I had tried this, it would have, whatever. Or maybe if I had done this, don't have any woulda, coulda, shouldas. Step out on faith. Step out on faith. And if nothing else, you at least conquered your fear and you learned something. I always tell people, there are successes and then there are lessons. I don't believe in failure. Failure is failure if you don't try. It's a failure if you put no effort forward and you don't try. But you're either successful or you learned a lesson. And either way you win because you get success because you stepped out there in faith and you tried it, or it didn't quite work out, but you stepped out there and you did it. You learned something from it and you take that lesson and you apply it to the next thing and then you find success. So maximize every moment. Make every moment count. Love on the people who you can love on. Allow people to love on you. Use your resources. Don't be an island. Don't think you got to master this world on your own. People love you and care for you. People will support you and uplift you and walk with you in this life. And you don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to be a superwoman or a superman. You don't. Just use your resources and cherish the small things, y'all. Cherish the small things and say thank you. Have a spirit of gratitude and thankfulness. And the more, the more grateful and thankful you are, the more it comes back to you. The more life opens up to you and opportunities present themselves because you have postured yourself in the manner that God says, you know what? I'm going to bless him. I'm going to bless her. And then just authentically walk in who you are, unapologetically. And pray for people, pray over yourself, and rest when you need it. So that's my evening inspiration, y'all. I know it was all over the place, and it was a couple things, but those are the things that were on my heart today that I wanted to share. And I write notes, I do. So thank you for listening to me. Thank you for obliging me. Thank you for hearing me, and I hope you apply it. I hope you let it sink down into your spirit and that you apply it, and then you share it. Because guess what? I've been from the school of thought that I you know what, this stuff, this wisdom, and this experiences, they ain't for me to keep. It's for me to share. It's for me to pour out. And I am so grateful to be able to do that. It's for whoever can use it and need it. So that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you for sitting and listening to me. Thank you for coming back each day. And thank you for your thoughts and your good energy and your prayers that come my way. Because I know y'all are holding me down and lifting me up as much as I am for you. So thank you. So with that being said, I hope the rest of your evening is richly blessed. I hope that you are relaxing and unwinding and doing self-care, whatever that looks like for you. And that you got something good. Hopefully you had something in your fridge that was good. Or hey, if the Lord blessed you enough to have a little bit of money to grab you something on the way in, a little treat, that's even better. Look at God. So I hope your evening is just a blessed one. I pray that when you lay down tonight, that your sleep will be peaceful and restful and sweet, and that the hand of God will rest upon you, and that the angels will encamp all around you, keeping you safe from hurt, harm, or danger, and that when you awaken in the morning, that you will be refreshed and revived and renewed and rejuvenated, because guess what, y'all? It's Friday tomorrow. Woo woo! Yes, look at God. You made it through the week. So be thankful. Find those things to say thank you for, and when you get up in the morning refreshed and revived and renewed and ready to face your Friday, don't forget to say thank you, God. Thank you for life. What would you have me to do today? All right, y'all. So that's it for me. I'm gonna color tonight. I'm gonna put my music on and I'm gonna color, and that's what I'm gonna do, y'all. So have a blessed and beautiful evening. Thank you for hanging with me in PM with Kim. And don't forget to circle back around in the morning for AM with Kim, where I'm going to try to give you some morning motivation to get you through your Friday. All right? So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May he lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Peace that guards your heart and mind and your soul in Christ Jesus. Oh, the blessings and the favor, may it overflow, may it overtake you, may it overflow and pour out all over you, and so that it's so much that it runs over into everybody that you love as well. So God bless you. Have a beautiful evening. Be safe. Have a good night. Peace and blessings from my heart to yours. Good night. I love you.